guys, and welcome back to another flow. Today's gonna be a slow, chill, stretchy flow, so let's dive right on in. If you need some extra time before we get started, feel free to pause the video, take some time to ground in, and meet me on your back as you're ready for it. So we're just gonna come all the way down to the back body. Feet are gonna come to the outer edges of your mat, knees are gonna fall in together. Let the arms kind of just rain fall by the sides, palms facing up. Flutter the eyes closed. Let the tension drop out of all of those joint spaces, from the knuckles to the wrists, relaxing the elbows, the shoulders, relaxing all the way down the body through the hip space. Let those knees just relax together, the ankles, all the way through the toes. Let yourself get really nice and heavy here. Letting yourself settle into your breath, using that as your tool to arrive in the present moment. Noticing how the breath feels in your body. Is it slow? Is it deep? Is it fast? Is it a little bit more shallow? Do you feel your breath maybe getting stuck in one certain area of tension? And wherever your breath may land right now, giving you that opportunity to just peek into why that may be. Maybe anxiety about something that is happening later on in your day, maybe in a few days, maybe thinking about something that happened in the past, maybe replaying a conversation in your head or something that happened. Either way, allowing yourself to release those narratives, those thought loops that we have buzzing in our bodies, our brains. And physically, we hold these emotions, these thoughts, these feelings, these events in our bodies. So it's a great opportunity when we step onto our mat to just allow yourself to let go of anything that is no longer yours to carry. Making space for you, ease, your life, joy, freedom. And with that, let's deepen that breath. Inhaling through the nose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more breaths just like so as we inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice big inhale through the nose, coming back to a normal rhythm. Exhale, let it go. We'll do 2 more just like that. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more biggest, deepest breath you've taken maybe all day. Inhaling here. Exhale, let it go. Whatever it is for you. Keeping the eyes closed, we're just gonna slowly start to window wipe the knees side to side, starting to create some movement in the body, starting to warm ourselves up a bit more, gently guiding ourselves into our practice of today. Chill, slow, stretchy. That's the intention behind today's practice. As we come back through center, using the core to activate this movement a bit more, we're gonna bring those knees about shoulder width distance apart, and we're gonna pull those knees into chest, bringing those arms out into a T, palms facing up. Feel free to open the eyes gently, lovingly at this point as we start to create more heat. We're gonna bring the knees together to shift over to the left side, tapping them over to the left. Left knee is gonna tap the mat over on the left side. That's totally fine if you move off your mat at this point. Coming back through center, we're gonna kick the right leg up to an extension, flex the foot, pull the toes back towards you, bring the right knee back to a bend, extend the left leg, pulling those left toes back towards you, bend the knee, come to bring the knees to fall over to the right side. Right knee is going to tap the right side of your space. As we take our next inhale, pull back through center, we are going to do that twice more. Extending the right leg, re-bend. Extend the left leg, re-bend. Knees tap over to the left side, and we pull back through center. Extend right leg, re-bend. Extend left leg, again pulling those toes back towards you, re-bend. With our inhale, we send ourselves over to the right side. As we exhale, we move it back through center. Once more, extend the right leg, inhale. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, extend the left leg. Exhale, we bend the left leg. Inhale, we tap over to left. Exhale, arriving back through center, using your core to guide you. And then just once more, we inhale, tap it over to the right. Exhale, back through center. We're gonna come to grab the shins here, forehead to knee, chin to chest. Inhale. Exhale, we drop head and shoulders back down, just taking some hip circles here. Guide by the hands on the knees, really just massaging out through the hip joint space. Massaging out through the lower back. Finding some movement here. Again, warming up all of those joint spaces. Coming back through center, forehead to knee, chin to chest. And we're gonna grab underneath the knees here and just start to take some gentle rocks up and down the spine, maybe 3, 4, 5 rocks or so, however many you need to eventually make your way into a malasana at the top of your mat. Heels and toes out, chest stays lifted, tailbone reaches down. Inhale here, we're gonna do that twice more. So we're gonna drop it back down, take some rocks up and down the spine. I'm just taking about 3 or 4 or so, but feel free to take more or less, eventually leading yourself into your malasana. We inhale here. We exhale, drop it back to our final little run through of some spinal rolls here. As we come up to our last malasana for the moment, inhale, exhale. Dropping the left fingertips down, we open up the right fingertips toward the ceiling, still actively pressing out through the right knee, so we're not just letting that right knee collapse inwards just because we don't have the support of our elbow. Little chest lift, little spinal twist, inhale. Exhale, we swap it out. Inhale here. Exhale, coming back through center, placing both palms down, stepping back to your high plank, and we land here for a moment. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Dropping down to the knees stack underneath the hips, wrists underneath the shoulders, couple cycles of our cat-cow. As we inhale here, chest lifts, we arch the spine. And exhale, press it out, we round. Inhale, chest lifts, we arch. And exhale, press it out, we round. Inhale, chest lifts, we arch. And exhale, press it out through the shoulders, round out through the spine. Coming into a back flat neutral spine, we're gonna kick the right leg back to an extension. Extend the left arm out long. We take a breath here, inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow, we crunch in. Inhale, we extend. Exhale, we crunch in. Inhale, we extend. Exhale, we crunch in. Inhale, we extend. We drop the left palm down. We point through the right toe. We're gonna come into a little chin chest flow. So lowering chin and chest down as we pull that right heel even higher, expanding through the front rib cage. And then exhale, we pull knee into nose, crunch it in. So that being said, we don't have to go all the way down. If this feels comfortable for the back body, wonderful. If it's a little bit too tight and it causes any pain at all, especially in the lower back, you can always just take it however deep you need. It can be here, it can be here, it can be all the way down, whatever feels best. So taking what you need as always, leaving what you don't, and this is your practice. Listen to your body. We'll take 2 more just like so. So as we inhale, lower chin, chest. Exhale, knee to nose, we crunch in. Inhale, chin into chest, pull that right heel even higher. And then exhale, knee to nose, we crunch in. Inhale, we kick back. Right knee is gonna tuck underneath and behind the left. We're gonna untuck the left toe, sink it back in the hips. The left knee is gonna lift up from the mat, little half cow face child's fusion. Nice big stretch for the left glute here. Inhale and exhale. One more breath here. On your next exhale, we're gonna slowly unravel, come back through center, kick that right leg back to an extension, tuck under through the left toe. And we take a breath. Inhale, exhale, we come to hover that left knee off the mat. Super strong. Keeping that back flat, pressing out through the wrist, protracting those shoulders off to the sides, belly button pulls into the spine. On your next exhale, we kick back, 3-leg down dog. We flex the foot, bend the knee, open up through the hip, and we take a breath here. Inhale. As we exhale, point the toes, square the hips back off to the mat, and we drop those right toes down, rolling out the spine a bit here. As we inhale, we're gonna snake that spine over to your high plank, and exhale, thread it back, downward facing. Inhale, snake that spine over to your high plank. Exhale, thread it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, snake that spine over high plank. Exhale, thread it back. This time, we're just gonna drop the knees right back down as we shoot back forward to that tabletop, and we swap it out for the opposite side. So we're gonna kick that left leg back to an extension, flex the foot to begin. Extend the right arm out long, and we breathe in. Exhale, knee to elbow, crunch it in. Inhale, extend, and exhale, we crunch in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, we crunch in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, we drop the right palm down, a little chin chest flow. As we inhale, we lower, kick that left heel even higher. Exhale, knee to nose, we crunch in. Elbows thread the rib cage here. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, we crunch in. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, we crunch in. Re-extend. Tuck that left knee behind the right, untuck the right toe, sink it back in the hips. Right knee is going to lift. Nice big stretch through that right side glute. Inhaling and exhaling. One more breath here. On your next exhale, we unravel. Right knee stacks under right hip. We kick that left leg back to extend, tuck under to the right toe. Inhale here. Exhale, we hover that right knee. Inhaling. And exhale, we re-extend that right leg, kick the left leg back, 3-leg down dog. Flex the left foot, bend the knee open up to the hip, left heel pulling towards that left glute, actively pulling that left knee up towards the ceiling. So we're also getting a really nice stretch through the left quad and hip flexor. And then we re-extend, square the hips back off to the mat, drop those toes back down, and we arrive in your down dog. Let's take some pedals here. Maybe taking a shake or a nod of the head. And we settle into a little fusion between our sun cell and our flow series. So let's shift the gaze towards the front of the mat, bending through the knees. Step, jump, or hop to your malasana, your yogi squat. A little fusion of sun cell A. Inhale here. Exhale, we drop the palms down, heel toe those feet hip distance apart, straighten out through the legs, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, let it go, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise all the way up through standing. And nice big exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands through heart center, swan dive, forward, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, place the palms down, step or hop back to that high plank. And we take an extra cycle of breath here. Inhale. Exhale, we slowly lower all the way down to the belly, untuck the toes. We're gonna extend those arms out into a T, bend the right knee, and we're gonna shift all the way over to the right side, right foot landing flat. I'm just not coming all the way down because of my mic. Then I'm just going to slightly adjust. So the left side of the head is coming all the way down, arms out into a T. Right foot plants, so we're getting this nice big stretch all the way through the front of the chest on the left side and the left front delt, front of the shoulder. As well as a nice stretch through the quad, hip flexor, even up through the psoas here, depending on how tight you are on this right side. Inhale here. Exhale, we come back through center, re-extend the right leg, swap it out, bend the left knee. Right side of the head plants. Left foot plants flat. Over on the right side. Inhale here. Exhale. Coming back through center, we're gonna re-straighten the left leg. We're gonna plant those palms. I'm just readjusting my mic. Plant those palms underneath the shoulder, tuck the toes, either grounded on the knees or not. We're gonna press all the way up through our high plank, back through our downward facing dog. We breathe in, we breathe out. Inhale, we sweep the right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, we crunch in. Inhale, we kick back. Exhale, we crunch in. Inhale, we kick back. Exhale, we crunch in. We step that right foot all the way through. We drop it down to the left knee, reaching the upper body high, low lunge. Inhale. Exhale. From here, we're going to airplane the arms, press it back to the front heel, right toes pull back towards you, airplane arms. Option, always drop the fingertips to the mat or to the hips for a little extra support. Using the core to stabilize here, inhale. As we exhale, we pull forward, come on down, frame the foot, step it back. Right knee to nose, we crunch in. Kick it straight back, three-leg down dog. And we drop those toes down, swap it out. Inhale, left leg lifts high. Exhale, knee to nose, we crunch in. Inhale, we kick back. Exhale, knee to nose, we crunch in. Inhale, we kick back. Exhale, knee to nose, we crunch in, stepping that left foot all the way through. Drop it down to the right knee, reaching the upper body high, finding that balance. And as we exhale, airplaning those arms, half splits, driving through that left heel. Left toes reaching back towards you and almost feel like you're pulling your hips back into their socket, which sounds a little bit aggressive. It's not meant to be. Inhale here. Exhale, push it forward, sinking the weight up and through that front hip. Low lunge. Come on down, frame the foot, knee into nose, crunch it in. Exhale, step it back, three-leg down dog, and we drop those toes back down. Take a breath here to settle in, inhaling and exhaling. As we inhale, we're gonna shift the gaze towards the front of the mat, sun cell A fusion 2 of 2. We're gonna step, jump, or hop to our malasana. Yogi squat, heels in, toes out, hands through heart center. We breathe in. On our exhale, we drop those palms, straighten out through the legs, heel toe those feet hip distance apart. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise all the way up through standing. Exhale with ease, hands through heart center. Inhaling, arms rise. Exhale, hands through heart center, hinge it forward, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, place the palms down, step or hop back to that high plank, and we take an extra breath here. Inhaling and exhaling. On your next inhale, we slowly lower all the way down to the belly here, extending the arms out long into a T, bend the right knee, come to tap the left side of the head, right foot over to the left side. We've been here before. One breath, inhale. Exhale, we pull back through center, right leg extends, left knee bends, swap it up for the opposite side. Inhaling. And exhale, coming back through center. Both palms come to place underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, either grounded on the knees or off. We press all the way up and through that high plank into our beautiful downward facing dog. Inhale here, sweep the right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, we crunch in. Inhale, we kick it high. Exhale, knee to nose, we crunch in. Last time, inhale, we kick it high. Exhale, knee to nose, crunch in. Adding a little bit to the beginning and end of our last flow series, we swivel all the way open to our wild thing. Outer edge of left foot, landing on the ball of the right. Pull those hips high, right fingertips reach towards the front of the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, nice, slow, smooth transition. We step it all the way to the right foot. Let the hips drop towards the mat. They may come all the way down. They might be to a hover, depending on what's most comfortable. Right palm facing up, reaching towards the back of your mat. Horizon lunge, nice big stretch through this right side, hip and glute. Inhale. As we exhale, we come around. Right palm plants, knee to nose, crunch it in. We step it through, low lunge. Drop it down to the left knee. Inhale here. Exhale. Airplane those arms. Half split. Inhale, press forward. Exhale, frame the foot, right knee to nose, we crunch in. And then we bring the right knee to the right wrist. Drop it down once again through the left knee, untuck the left toe. And we drop it all the way down for a pigeon on this right side. Option to stay up on the palms, drop it down to elbows, or drop it all the way down to forehead here. You can always make a little hand pillow here with the hands for the forehead, depending on where you're at, what feels best. Ooh, hello, pigeon. And in all of our poses, really, especially in our more stretchy, flexibility focused poses, one big thing I really like to focus on that you may or may not hear me say quite often is the idea of when we take our inhale, we're creating space for our body. We're letting ourselves kind of loosen up a bit and hold less tension. And then when we exhale, we actively get to move into that space we just created, letting ourselves relax just that little bit more into the stretch, into the pose. Slowly, slowly pressing those palms back towards you. We're gonna tuck under through the left toe, pull the right knee into nose, crunch it in, and then we're gonna kick that right leg all the way back, 3-leg down dog. Drop the right toes down. Let's settle into our down dog for a moment before we swap to that last and final left side. Inhale here. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, we sweep the left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, we crunch in. Inhale, we sweep high. Exhale, knee to nose, we crunch in. Inhale, we sweep high. Exhale, knee to nose, crunch in. We swivel all the way open to that wild thing left side. Inhale here. Exhale, horizon lunge. We stay on the knife edge of that right foot. Step that left foot all the way through. Drop the hips down to the floor. Extend the left arm towards the back of your mat, palm facing up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, we come all the way up and around. Hips pull high, left palm places down. On the ball, the right foot, left knee into nose, crunch it in. And then we step that left foot all the way through. Drop it down to the right knee, low lunge. We reach upper body high. Inhale here. Exhale, we windmill. We airplane those arms back. Half split. Inhale, we press forward, low lunge. Exhale, we cascade down, frame the foot, left knee to nose, we crunch in, and then we pull the left knee to the left wrist. Drop it down to the right knee, untuck the right toe, and we make our way all the way down into our left beautiful side pigeon. And if you happen to rest the forehead on the hands and one hand was on top, I recommend swapping it out. Finding your edge today. Inhale here. And exhale. Couple more cycles of breath here to land. And on your next exhale, slowly walking those palms back towards you, tucking under the right toe. We're gonna pull the left knee into nose, crunch it in. Kick that left leg all the way back, 3-leg down dog, drop the left toes down, and we take an extra cycle of breath here. Inhale. Exhale, we're gonna drop it all the way down to the knees and meet in a wide stance child. Big toes together, knees wide, sinking the hips back down to the heels, slide the arms out long, forehead melts down. And we are just going to settle in some beautiful breath here. Letting yourself really connect back to breath after that movement. Maybe recognizing the difference between how we may have felt in the beginning of this flow, before this flow, and maybe how we feel now after a little bit of movement. Maybe it's the same, maybe it's different. No judgment either way. But just kind of taking that note on where we're at right now. Walking those hands over to the right side, getting that extension down the left side body. Inhale. Exhale. Walking those hands back through center over to the left side and getting that nice extension down our right side body here. Really starting to wind things down pretty quickly. And then from here, walking back through center. And then we're slowly going to inch our way back into all fours-ish. We're going to kickstand the feet out to the side, slowly rock into a seated position, and slowly come to meet our final resting pose for the sake of a quicker practice by dropping all the way down in your own timing to the back body and landing in a counter pose to how we started with the knees together, feet wide. We're just gonna open it up. So soles of the feet together, knees wide. Arms by the sides, palms facing up, Supta Baddha Konasana. For our final resting pose, closing off the eyes. And let's take a few grounding breaths to seal our practice together. So we're gonna take 5 big breaths. 3 seconds in through the nose, 3 seconds out the mouth. 1 big breath to prep here. Inhaling. And exhaling. All right, here we go. Inhaling through the nose for 1, 2, and 3. Exhaling out the mouth for 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 1, 2, 3. Exhale for 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 1, 2, 3. Exhale for 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 1, 2, 3. Exhale for 3, 2, and 1. Last breath here. Inhale for 1, 2, 3. Exhale for 3, 2, 1. One big cycle of breath here, landing back into your natural rhythm. Inhaling. And exhale into a few moments of some stillness, grounding back into you, your breath, your body. And slowly, with ease, loving ease, we're going to start to come back into our body. Slowly, slowly, just deepening the breath before we make any movement here. And as always, if you need more time here in Shavasana, and if you'd like to take more time here, if you have the space for it, I absolutely encourage it. And if you're ready to move away from practice, just starting to wiggle fingers, toes, ankles, wrists, making some circles, guiding the knees back in, eventually pulling them into chest. Maybe starting to take a little rock side to side, giving some love to the lower back space. Starting to flutter open the eyes, and then just gently rolling onto one side. Resting the side of the head on the bicep. Fetal position. And then slowly coming on up to a seated position where we will seal our practice with one final breath together. Inhaling, arms rise. And exhale, hands through heart center. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here, for practicing with me. And I honor you. Let's move again soon.